The weather is calm as the group is led back through town, the grass dancing in the cooler midday breeze. The mayor details some of the history of Town Hall, including the alarming number of times it has been rebuilt due to unforeseen circumstances. It's a lot, I'm sure.
With each and every rebuild, we have found a way to not only restore it, but to add something new. Take this year's rebuild, for example. After the Storm King's invasion,
A sudden crack of thunder splits the air. Several of the tourists gasp. Others jump in shock. Rain blasts down from a single swollen cloud high above, drenching the poor official in mid-sentence. I wonder who that could be.
Gotcha!
Yep. Pranking Pega. The mayor looks up, her sour expression turning to a tired smile as the rain tampers out.
This is Rainbow Dash, our local cloud kicking expert, and notorious town prankster. Couldn't pass up the opportunity.
Rainbow Dash hops off the cloud, then gives it a kick. It dissipates into a mass of water, which plunges onto the mayor all at once. The tourists are silent for a moment before bursting into laughter. The mayor doesn't seem quite so thrilled, passing a deadly smirk to the Pegasus.
Rainbow Dash also happens to be
One of those Wonderbolts! Some pony from the crowd calls out, the rest interrupting into chorus of oohs and ahs. Rainbow swoops down to pose, posturing with a grin as the flashes of cameras bombard the mayor. Raven passes over a towel for the mayor, who uses it to clean her glasses.
That's right. Please, no autographs. Not yet, anyway.
You're stunned by the mayor's display of confidence as he switches from one pose to another in a blink of an eye, all the while the cameras continue to flash.
Hey, does anybody want to see a few tricks before the picnic?
Sure. But I'm hungry. Yeah, do some tricks. The Rainbow Mare points over to you in approval.
Alright, this pony knows what's up.
Rainbow looks back at the soaking wet mare for her approval. While the mare... Oh boy, this word's gonna give me a lot of trouble. While the I can't say it. Mare doesn't seem like she wants to grant this interruption. She puts on a polite smile and nods.
Alright, Rainbow Dash. Show us all a few of those soaring tricks of yours. We'd love to see them. You got it, Mare.
In a blink, Rainbow zips up into the air. It's amazing to watch a Pegasus perform these aerial aerobatics in such a deft fashion. Most Pegasi you met can't even do an aerial loop-de-loop at most, but Rainbow Dash rolls, dives, twists, dive, duck, dive, and dodge, and pivots without trouble, navigating the sky like it's her backyard. For her finale, the rainbow mane flower shoots through the air and creates an outline of her thundercloud cutie mark with a wake of her movement, then punches through it, dispersing the cloud in one fell swoop. Overall, it's quite an impressive slow show. Rainbow lands, her hooves screeching against the cobble before she strikes an impressive pose. And the mare is still wet. Cue several tourists snap a shot, cheers ringing out.
Alright, now we can do some autographs. Come on, let me see those photos. Was it awesome? Of course it was.
Never change, Rainbow. Mayor raises a hoof in protest.
Perhaps we can do autographs at the picnic? It would be a great opportunity to give another show with a bigger crowd.
Way to stroke her ego. Dash seems to chew on this thought for a moment before flashing the group a grin.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, I'll see you ponies there. Catch you later.
In a blur of color, the Pegasus vanishes. If there was a competition to find the fastest flyer, Rainbow Dash would have to be the winner. Raven can't help but smirk at her boss having been pranked by the legendary Wonderbolt herself. She seems to console her a moment before the groups begin march on once more. The town hall stands tall, towering over its surroundings. As the group passes by, the mayor flashes you a smile and motions with a hoof.
We will be stopping here. Let's go ahead and take care of your paperwork. That way, when the picnic is over, we can take you straight to your new home.
Sounds excellent. Sounds great. She calls you out to one of her aides.
Mr. Turner, if you would, please take the group to the picnic. Raven and I have some paperwork we need to finish up.
No problem, Mayor. Okay, every pony, if you will follow me, I'm sure you'll be delighted with the display we have arranged for you.
I really like whoever they got to voice Time Turner. While the stallion gathers the group, the mayor smiles at you, turning to lead the way into the town hall with Raven at her side.
We really should dry you off, too. That is part of the plan.
You smile at the two as they chatter, moving to follow after them. Can't wait to see what the picnic has in store for you, but you're just as excited to see what kind of home you're going to get. It's not going to be great, is it? Mayor opens the broad double doors of Town Hall with a flourish.
And here we are.
Mayor seems quite proud as she steps inside, Raven giggling beside you as you take it all in. You see, I'm guessing later in the game these are going to have like posts you can see. A rotunda stands tall, banners lining the wall. Numerous balconies and platforms fill up the upper levels, with earthly golds, browns, and caramels being the color of choice. You could stage a play in here. They probably have. A single red carpet leads the way inside. A few more sets of doors on the lower level, allowing one to step into an interior ring. Wow! So rather much for the town hall of a little place like Ponyville, but then it has grown a lot over the last few years. It's more like a small city.
Oh, yes. As I said, we have a tradition of adding just a little bit after each destruction.
Jeez. How many times was it destroyed?
So, as you can see, the town hall really is a point of pride for the townsfolk.
How much government income has been sucked into Ponyville because of all the destruction, I wonder?
Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I must get dried off. Please wait in the hallway for one moment while I make myself decent.
Sure thing, Miss Mayor. You wait in the hall while Raven and the mayor steps through one of those sets of doors, presumably the one leading to her office. What makes you say that? It could be the one that says mayor with gold on it. While you pace, you hear a soft groan break the peace. Is that the mayor? Your unspoken question is answered by a drifting giggle. Do you dare peek inside? Ooh. Well, just a teeny tiny little peek. Temptation overwhelms you in that moment. Yes, it did. You can't help but peek within. Cracking the door open just a hint, you look inside.
I'm so sorry about all this, Mayor. What for? Well, you see, I kinda asked Rainbow Dash to do something fun for the tour. A little prank.
It's your fault, Raven. What's happening? You can't see anything. Raven playing a prank on the mayor? You wouldn't have imagined.
Oh, that's fine, Raven. Don't worry about it so much. It's just, I didn't tell her to do that. I didn't mean for her to embarrass you in front of all the guests. Embarrass me? That wasn't how it was supposed to go.
You can hear the mayor laugh, several papers rustling.
I'm so sorry, Miss Mayor. Raven, there is something you have yet to learn about the art of administration and politics. Demeanor is everything, dear. If I were to get upset every single time that some pony tried to prank me, then how would I perform under true stress? Our visitors had a good laugh, all in exchange for me getting a little down. A small price to pay, if you ask me.
Jeez, an actual mare. I like this mare.
Now, would you be so kind as to work on my lower back again? It's quite tender from all this walking.
What?
Schedule me a visit to the spa. I really need to take better care of myself. Right after the tour, Miss Mayor.
You pull your snout from the door and plop yourself down onto the ground. Can't help but feel a little guilty for spying. It's alright. Some time passes before Raven peeks from the mayor's office.
She's ready to see you now. You'll have to tell me where you're moving sometime.
Sure thing. Raven gives you a cheerful smile, waving before heading back out to the hall and towards Ponyville proper.
I can't wait to taste some of those goodies.
You give a small smirk before trotting into the mayor's office. You know, walking is a term that ponies do. Trotting is more like a faster walk. The office is rather broad, arch-shaped room following the curves of the exterior. On one end is a broad organizer, polished wood shimmering with luster amongst its many cubbies, while on the other side rests a set of filing cabinets filled with the labors of bureaucracy. Red tape. A sweet smell. What am I talking about? Red tape fucking sucks. It's beside these two cabinets the mayor herself sits, a broad desk welcoming any who might visit. To front, a small golden nameplate broadly declares Mayor Mera to the curious.
Come in, come in. While I was being dried off, I put most of your papers in order. All we need to do is sign a few things here, and you should be ready to go.
Nice. It's great to hear, Mayor. You approach with a broad smile, sitting in front of the desk with a breath. So close.
All right, just sign here and here.
The mayor points to several lines, waiting for you to sign. Sign here, initial here, sign here, initial here, sign this page, make sure you read this page, initial here. Oy, voy, voy, voy. Ever bought a house before? A lot of paperwork. It's a whole book. Jeez. You pick up your clue in your mouth, anticipating building. You sign again, and again, and again, and again. Those few moments seem to hang for eternity, until at last...
That's it! You're now an official citizen of Ponyville. Congratulations!
Yay! With a beaming smile, the mayor taps your paperwork and puts it into a manila folder. You stare, the quill dropping out of your mouth. Wow, really? You can't help but feel a sense of pride as you look upon that folder, the mayor filing it away in a cabinet.
Now, let's talk about your living situation, shall we?
Out comes another folder, labeled Vacant Properties. Oh, yeah, that. You know, living in a house with shelter.
We have several wonderful properties up for sale here in Ponyville. I can't recommend any of them enough. Let's take a look, shall we?
Sure.
Here we are.
Making a day without even visiting the houses on one day. Yeah, that's how it works, definitely.
Any that you like?
Well, I do like two-story houses. I would go for that third one, but it seems a bit too elaborate with that extra... Oh, what am I talking about? That's pretty cool. But with that door up there, that seems more fit for a Pegasus, and I'm an Earth pony. It's also a lot of house for one. I'm just throwing out that first one out. I don't really like that one. Let's check out the second one. This one looks pretty good.
Why, yes, a prime location. Right here in the middle of Ponyville, alongside all the other cute little cottages.
Not bad.
Plenty of friendly ponies for neighbors, and it's a simple trot to a number of amenities.
Yeah, locations, everything in real estate.
I can hardly believe it only costs 10,000 bits.
only!
I suspect we may have listed it incorrectly.
Oh, well, let's look at the other ones first.
If you insist.
Am I not going to have a choice? Is it gonna put me in this one? This one looks nice.
Oh, yes. A quaint little cottage on the outskirts of town. A very nice place with plenty of land around it. And such a steal, too. Just 5,000 bits.
Jeez, these houses are cheap. Look at the other ones first.
If you're sure.
What about this one?
Oh my! That one is absolutely fantastic! Right near the marketplace and the entertainment district.
It's gonna be 1,500, isn't it?
Many ponies from Canterlot tend to keep a place or two there as a summer home. It is
50,000!
50,000 bits.
Still pretty cheap for a house. You go by hearing that price. Yeah, let's take a look at the rest. They're all so lovely, Miss Mare, but do you have anything a little cheaper? Those are super cheap for houses.
Oh, I'm sure we could find something. What price range are you looking for?
You reach up to touch your neck with a nervous smile. Free? Well, I currently have just over no bits. Well, we do have the Ponyville Park bench open.
Oh dear. That does narrow things down a bit.
You're gonna have to room with someone. Why would you think about moving if you don't have the bits to move? Oy vey. See, I spent everything I had just to move here. What? On what? A train ticket?
I see. Well.
The mayor passes a bright smile as she pulls a page from the folder, showing you the file with a raise of her brow.
You know, there may be something I can do for you.
Really? A sagarious nod is given.
Now, this might not be the best looking place,
It's gonna be a fixer-upper.
but I can give it to you cheap and on credit at that.
Why can't you put me on credit with the other houses? You know, like how real estate works.
You will, of course, have to pay the town back with interest.
As is a mortgage. Sounds perfect, Mayor. She chuckles as she pushes her glasses back.
Well, don't thank me until you have a good look at it.
Seriously, if it's gonna be a fixer-upper, it's gonna cost a lot just to fix it up. And it couldn't even exceed that of the one that was only 5,000. Like, seriously, why can't you put me on credit for the one that's 5,000? That's cheap! That is super cheap that's ridiculously cheap. Assuming we're talking about bits translate one-on-one to US dollars.
We might see it and decide to flee, as it were.
Once again, probably be cheaper to give me the 5,000 one on credit. I wouldn't dream of it. I'm gonna run away instantly. To the Ponyville Park bench. There's a certain expression on that mayor's face. It's a hint of predatorial. As though at that moment she knew you had you under her hoof. Uh-oh.
Well, if you're certain then, just sign here and you'll be the proud owner of a lovely little cabin.
Can I see it first? Can I tour it around? Then again, beggars can't really be choosers.
It will need some work, of course. But then,
Like I said, why not just give me credit on the other places? Stare at the parchment for barely a moment before leaning down to sign it. Considering your lack of options, having a roof over your head is better than none. I think the park has a gazebo.
well, there we are. You're all taken care of.
I can't thank you enough, Mayor. You reach out with a hoof, a Mayor taking it with a simple shake, looking pleased.
Now, why don't we go out there and enjoy that picnic? We can look at your new home afterward.
The mayor opens the door for you as she ushers you out of her office.
Come on, then. You don't want to miss out on all the fun. And you have some new neighbors to properly meet.
And with that, you're finally a proper homeowner. And a resident of Ponyville. You can hardly imagine how the picnic could be any better than that.